Hey, Diane DeWald with CreativeCatCrafts.com. Welcome back to the channel. And since Friday, I have been playing around with the Gina K Designs Love Notes stamp and die set. And this is the stamp set on the right, of course, the dies in the left. And I just cut these out, playing with them, trying to learn to love the Olo markers. I have all the, what is it, 360 Ohuhu, or maybe it's 320. I don't remember how many it is. I absolutely love the Ohuhu alcohol markers. I have 32 different colors. I have one, I have to have the connectors, and I have two colors connected in one, and had some good luck coloring these. I'm not a professional alcohol or a professional artist, and I'm not very proficient with alcohol markers, so I don't do a whole lot of blending. Plus, the color spectrum that I have in the Olo markers, I don't have the appropriate lights and darks to do normal coloring. But this isn't what we're doing today. I just wanted to show you what I was playing around with. And the card we're going to make was inspired by, let me grab it. So this is the photo of a post by Martina, and I apologize, Jeromel, I believe is how her last name is pronounced. But I just love this card. So she is my inspiration for today. I'm going to try to make that disappear. Okay. And in addition to that, I have some other pieces that we're going to use. So I will link somewhere up here or over here, or definitely down below in the description. This is one of the backgrounds I made last Friday, utilizing a brayer and Distress Oxides, Gina K reinkers, and several other mediums. I think I had a watercolor, Cosmic Shimmer, their liquid watercolor. And the card base we're going to use today is, there you can see it's already scored. And this is from Cardstock. It's the Solar White in the Neenah Classic Crest line. And we're going to need this a little bit later. But I am also utilizing from the Gina K line her single and double stitched rectangles. So the single, which is the larger of the smallest rectangle, I already pre-cut out in 100-pound, I had to feel the weight of the cardstock because I couldn't remember, 100-pound pop tone black licorice, and then this is the double stitched rectangle, and this is the 80-pound Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. Last item that we're utilizing is Master Layout 2, and these are my inside panels. And this is the 65 black licorice from Pop Tone, and this is also 80-pound Solar White from Neenah, and it's from Master Layout 2, these two sizes. Let me see if I can throw those up for you on the screen. Okay, I had to quickly go pull that together. Let me see. Okay, got it correct. So the stitched rectangle, which is the top layer, that is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and then the matte from the black licorice is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And let's get moving on this card. This should be a fairly fast card to put together. We shall see if I can keep it together. And I'm going to grab my Misti. I'm hoping this camera is cooperating. I just have this palette knife out here so that it has something, especially this, the name of the company that makes that, has something to focus on. So I'm going to get you a little bit closer, and I may have to move that in with it. Oops. got to turn my little remote on and slowly move you in a little bit. Okay. And this stamp, it extends side to side. And when we die cut it, I think it goes over just a little bit, but we'll see. And we're going to stamp it on this. I'm hoping it works. Let me pull that off. Get this lined up as best I can. Get the coloring that I want. Do I want it this way, a little bit darker? Do I want it down here? I think I like this because we're going to do some clear heat embossing. Get these out of the way. And go from there. I think that's on. It's actually not. It was hanging over the edge over here. Okay. I think that's where I want it. And let's just go ahead and check it. Just going to throw my handy dandy little tool to check it. And I am using the Gina Amalgam ink since we're going to heat emboss, and I need to pull that off of there. That works. That works. So I'm going to pause you, clean this, and I'll be right back. Okay, and all I did was I cleaned that off with Gina K stamp cleaner and then wiped it down and cleaned it off with some water to get any chemical residue. And I have my little embossing buddy. There. And let's go ahead and there. There's a bit much there. Let's go ahead and get this all stamped up. This is going to take a couple. Let me get this. Get some good connection. Right over here, I was seeing it really wasn't connecting. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so let me just set this aside real quick. I've got my clear embossing powder. I'm just spooning it over. Making sure I get it all. Yep. And seeing if I have any on the inside. I do not. Okay, let me get that snapped down and get this ink pad covered because, oh, sorry, the camera went wonky on me because I didn't have this in screen. And where did it go? Here we go. I'm going to heat up my embossing gun. You can probably hear it, but this microphone I have, I'm hoping, is doing what it's supposed to. And I want this to kind of hold it in place. There it goes. Trying not to burn the embossing powder. Perfect. And there we are. Beautiful. Let's get you in close so you can see. Where's my zoom? Oh, my zoom is right here. I'm not using the eCam, I'm using this. I want to move you in just a little bit closer so you can really see that. Okay, focus on that. That really did a very nice job. Oh, hang on. I think I have some down here. I'm going to heat up just a little bit more. It's just not shiny enough. There it goes. Yeah, I had some down at the bottom. It just wasn't quite shiny enough. Now I see it. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to move you out just a smidge, and I'm going to grab the die. What else am I grabbing? And while I was looking for what I needed, I'm going to pull you out just a little bit more. But while I was looking for what I needed, I also went ahead and cleaned off that stamp because it had permanent ink on it. And I want to rub this and get as much of that embossing buddy powder off as possible. And I'm hoping this works because I want the black piece, and this is going to make sense here in a minute. Just need a little bit to anchor these together. And I just want to make sure these are as lined up as I can get them. Yes. And this die fits right across there, and I have it on my magnetic plate. Platform, I should say, but I'm going to line this up as best I can and still tape it down. And my head's going to be in the way, and I apologize for that. I think that stamp, I really think that stamp was not straight. I think I stretched it. Okay, I'm going to go cut this. Hang on. It moved on me. Because I honestly think this stamp was crooked. And I don't have any more of that background because you can see I've already used part of it. Okay, I'm going to go cut this. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if this did what I wanted it to do. This is, again, one of those concepts I had in my head. And it may or may not work. Carefully peeling this up. I don't want to pull any of that cardstock. Oop, a little bit of that black, but that's okay. That's in an area we're not going to use. This is just what I don't want to damage there. Okay. Or this down here. Okay. Perfect, because I want this black piece right here. Come on. There. I want this piece. I don't care about that piece. and this piece. This I don't care about for right now. Awesome. And while I have this plate, we're going to go ahead and cut a few hearts from the dies from that same set. So let me cut these. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what we have here. Perfect. I love this. Love it. Let me get all those dies out of the way. And I think we can put this card together. All my pieces. So here's my card base. I'm going to go ahead and fold it over, get this scored down. And then I'm going to refold it up. Those are going to get out of the way for just a moment. And this, we're going to glue down here to the bottom. So let me grab, I'm going to grab my matte glue from Gina K Designs. Clean off that tip. And let's go ahead and get glue on this little guy. That way, if glue mushes out, it's fine. Oh, there it is. Because I don't want white to show down here at the bottom if I can help it. Okay, get this. Moosh that down a little bit. And then this is supposed to fit right inside there. And it'll give you that illusion. That's really cool. It'll give you the illusion that it's floating. So let's go ahead and glue this guy in. Oops, sorry. I have to move my camera panel to where I'm not having to lean forward as much as I am. I'm just going to squeeze that in there. Get that in there as best I can. And press that down. There. It's a little bit of white showing there, but that's okay. I like that. Then I think that's really pretty. It hangs over, it doesn't hang over enough over here. That's, and it's glued down already. So I may have to trim this card just a smidge. Why don't I do that? I think I can trim this. We're going to find out if this is a good thing or a bad thing at the moment. We're just going to just trim off just a smidge. Yes. Oh, that worked. Now that's not as pronounced right there. And we're going to do the same thing over on the other side, just to give it a clean edge down here. Perfect. Oh, I think that was the right thing to do. Oh, that was nerve-wracking. definitely nerve-wracking on my part. Those cuts usually don't work for me. I love it. Now for the front sentiment. Let me get that right there. While I go get my Misti again. We're going to get the Misti right here. And where are my, here they are. This is the Be My Valentine. I just need to find the stamp set now. Be My Valentine. I think that's so pretty, so cute. And I'm going to do another one of those hearts, so I'll be right back. Okay, I cut a whole lot more of those hearts. Let me put them over here. And let me go grab my ink. So this one, we are going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black. And before I stamp anything, I'm just going to make sure that this is straight. And it's not. Trying to line up that line right there. See if I can get this fairly lined up. Okay, whoops. I need to trim this. Let's see if this, okay, let's try this again and just make sure this is lined up. Yes, perfect. Water bottle. What'd I do with my water bottle? Over across the room. I don't know how it ended up over there. Oh, that's how I lose things in my stamp space. What about you? Do you lose things in your studio, in your craft area? I do all the time. I like this. This is really, I want to get that M a little more pronounced. Oh, that's perfect. I think this is gorgeous. I love this stamp set. I have seen so many beautiful things utilizing this. So let's get, that is all the stamping we're going to do. Let's get this connected. Get my glue. I'm going to glue this down. And I love these stitched rectangles, both the single and the double, because the single perfectly outlines the double. It's stunning. And so simple. Oh, I like that. I really like this. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get this to stay closed for me. And something I learned, I was using a nail file. So sometimes you have those little edges when you die cut, you get a little bit of cardstock dust. And I am taking the blending boot camp, and Megan Andrews last evening did her session, and she used her sand eraser to remove that little bit of cardstock dust. So I think I'm going to pop this up. Let me grab, where are they? My foam squares. Well, foam hexagons. This is my Stampin' Up! Stash that I still have. It's not over yet. I stopped being a demonstrator early 2024, and I still have these. And I run a highlighter across the back like this so that I know if I've grabbed that backing. So let's go ahead and get this on the card. We're going to put it, is that straight? That looks straight to me. We're going to put that right there, and then we're going to do one heart there. Oh, I should have put that down when it was flat and not elevated. There we go. That's really cute. Then do I want a couple of these over here as well? Trying to balance it out a little. I don't know. No, I think I want those on there. So let's go ahead. We had one here. We had one over here. We had one right here. This little guy for that rolls off the table and breaks. This guy, we're just going to glue up and just like that. Then let's move on to the inside. We are almost done. I think this is really pretty. Thank you, Martina. This was a gorgeous idea. So in the center, I am utilizing something that is not Gina K. So from Simon Says Stamp, Kathy Zilski, so from CZ Design, this is a die that is her design. So I had in my Friday background smooshing, I don't think I showed this one. See that shine on that? I think that's really beautiful. So I went ahead and cut out the I love you using this die from this background. This is what we're going to put on the inside. So let me go ahead and get this inked up. And together, and then we'll get it glued down, and we're going to call that a done card. Oop, that's kind of a little bit much on the glue. That's why I'm using the matte Oh, I was going to show you a different way to do this. Oh, I'm going to bring out, so while I let this one set, you're in a set. I'm going to go grab something. So Sandy Lax, thank you, Sandy, for refreshing my memory. I had done a previous video lining up word dies or alphabet dies, and this is press and seal. So all I'm going to do is we're just going to grab this. That way it is on the press and seal. And then I'm going to come over here and we're going to go ahead and glue this guy up. This, I don't know where I saw this originally. It could have been Jennifer McGuire. I don't know. But glued it all up. And you can see, let me get closer. I have a little more control when you're a little closer, but you can see exactly where it needs to be. And it's perfect alignment every single time. I got pretty close on this one, but using this just helps out tremendously. And then this just peels off just like that. And the beauty is you can reuse this. So if you're doing a bunch of die cuts and gluing like this, use that. It's reusable. So all I'm doing, where my inside. So let's go ahead and get this all together, and then I can let you go. While I'm putting this together, I do appreciate you stopping by and giving my channel a perusal. If you're new to my channel, I will have everything that I have used linked down below. If I can find a link, because I think one of these items, I don't know. If I don't know where I got an item, I'll just list it. Or if I'm not an affiliate, I'll list it. I'll at least list what I used. So all of that will be down below. There. Put that a little bit further up so that I can sign my name down there. This is my husband's Valentine's card. I think it's beautiful. And then this little guy. So how do I want to do that? Nope. I love you. Oh, I think that's cute. Okay. Sold. Sold. It's going to stick to my finger. I've got some glue on my finger. I should have grabbed it first with the tweezers. And then we'll get this glued. Whoop, it's smooshed out. We'll get this inside the card. Don't want to waste the matte glue on something I know isn't going to squish out. I'm stingy with my matte glue. And just put this on the inside, get it straight, wiggle it around. And that's my card. Thank you very much, Martina, for this beautiful layout. I very much appreciate it. Again, everything will be linked down below. I'll link to the video where I made backgrounds like this. Actually, this one I made off camera, but the blue ones, the blue-green ones, these were the blue-green ones. I'm going to make these useful in an upcoming video. So thanks again for joining me. I appreciate your time, And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, and if I'm repeating myself, I apologize, but if you have not yet subscribed, click that subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell so that the next time I post, you're notified. And while you're down there, hit that like button. I very much appreciate it. And until next time, happy stamping.